What is up, guys? Ponyville Chaos 577 back again, and I'm here to do another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the 12th episode of My Little Pony Season 5. Yes, another episode. And this episode is titled Amending Fences. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I was really looking forward to this episode because I heard it's going to feature like some new characters and even some background characters, so I'm curious to know what this episode is about and where it's going to go. So I want to find out, so let's just get to reacting. Alright, just the screen. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
You know the worst thing about you being the princess of friendship? The dishes.
Thanks for taking care of that, Spike. After 3 events in 1 week, I really needed to relax with a good book.
That's kind of funny, isn't it? All these ponies coming to you for advice about friendship.
What's funny about that?
You know, because you used to be famous for being such a bad friend.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? I had good friends in Canterlot.
Come on, Twilight.
No, you
look
didn't.
Look at the wall. Do you see any photos from before we moved to Ponyville? And look at you now, the princess of friendship.
Yeah.
This is a disaster.
Oh, no.
I can't remember any of their names right now. But do you really think that they think I'm a bad friend?
Well, I only meant that you've come so far. Well, you're a great friend now, and...
Oh, I feel terrible. I've got to make it up to them. Pack a bag, Spike. We're going to Canterlot. And make a list of my friends' names.
Me and my big mouth.
Ah, poor Spike.
My little pony, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. Just mine. Do you know you are my very best friends?
Developed for television by Lauren Faust. It's amazing how she can just fly to Canterlot instead of just take the train there. And that's good animation for the flight
The
right
only
there.
logical place to start is at the beginning.
Yep, that was Twilight's house. Oh wow, this is actually pretty interesting so far.
Whoa. It's exactly how we left it. Look!
Yeah, sorry, there's
It's
just a
predictions and
mosquito.
prophecies, and it's still open to the elements of harmony.
And here's that present I was going to give Moondancer. Guess you won't be needing that. Hey, look! The rest of it's still here.
How could I have let this happen?
Wow! Look at those stars.
Come on, Twilight. Princess Celestia gave you an assignment. No pony could blame you for that.
But look at the way I left this place. It's a total mess. Just like how I left my friendships. I've got to make it up to...
It's Sunset Shimmer all over again.
Minuet, Twinkle Shine, Lemon Hearts, Lyra Heartstrings, and Moondancer.
Yeah.
The background ponies!
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! This episode is awesome so far.
Spike!
And I love
Come
that
on,
sunshine, by
we've
the
got
way.
work to do.
Have you been awake all night?
I did a little research, and I think I know where we can find Minuet.
I
That
think
is
she
one of my
was
friends,
awake
right?
all night.
It's not too late to forget I opened my big mouth.
Oh, Spike, I'm glad you opened your big mouth. These ponies have probably been suffering ever since I left, wondering why their supposed friend would treat them so badly. Minuet? Twilight Sparkle! You old so-and-so!
Minuet is
What
talking!
are you doing
Yes!
here? Hey, Spike! Look at these wings, huh? Hey, grab a picture of me and the princess.
Maybe this is another
I
fan
tried to
service
tell my
episode.
coworkers we used to be friends back when.
Minuet is
Never
talking.
believed me. Wait. Really fluff them up, huh? So what are you doing here? I mean, I know you're here all the time, but you never come to see me. Hey! I just had the greatest idea! You want to go see Lemon Hearts and Twinkleshine? Of course!
Lemon Hearts and Twinkleshine, yes!
That'll be great!
Yes!
Come on, let's fly! Get
Wait,
it?
who's Lemon Hearts? I don't think I've ever heard of Lemon Hearts.
I can apologize to all three of them at once.
Let's hope they're not as traumatized as Minuet.
She did! Twinkleshine literally spit out her oats when she heard you were the Princess of Friendship.
Oh, we saw you at the coronation. That was
Twinkleshine,
some
she's
shindig.
talking.
You did?
Sure. Oh, we see you all the time.
You remember our old friend Lyra,
And I guess
right?
that yellow pony is
She lives in Ponyville,
Lemon
too.
Shine, I
We're
think.
always over there visiting her. Or she's coming over here. We've thought about asking you to join us from time to time, but we just sort of figured you'd moved on.
Oh.
So what brings you by anyway? All those times you've come back to Canterlot, you've never had donuts with us before. Well, you see, I came to apologize. For what? Before I left Canterlot, I didn't really appreciate my friends. And that's because I didn't know how important friendship was. But
Yeah.
I've learned so much since I moved to Ponyville. I learned what it means to be a good friend, and that I certainly wasn't one to the three of you. So for all the pain I caused you, I am truly sorry. Oh, come on, Twilight. Sure, it might have stung a little bit when you ran off to Ponyville without saying goodbye, but it's not like we weren't used to that from you.
Yeah, we didn't take it personally.
But it's really good to see you now. Hey, any pony up for a blast from the past?
Oh, what's that place?
It's our old science lab.
Oh, really?
So many great memories of this place. Remember when Lemon Hearts got her head stuck in that But according to this book,
How did she even do that? That looks weird.
I read ahead, and to make a proper salt lick, you need to add the molasses first. Well, I read
She
ahead
looks just
too,
like Twilight,
Moondancer,
only a
and
different
I'm sure
color.
it said sodium chloride first. Oh, I've got the wrong book. That's so hilarious.
Are they twins? Oh, that makes sense. They like books.
Whatever happened to Moondancer?
Twilight likes books.
Moondancer? Yeah, you know, our other friend. Oh, right, Moondancer. I remember her. I wonder what she's up to. Yeah, I always liked her. We just sort of lost touch after you left.
I think she
I
went
love
to
this
live out by the
episode.
stadium, didn't she?
Well, let's go see. I think this is the place. Didn't used to look like this, though.
Uh-oh. I don't think something is right here. Whoa, who's that?
Moondancer? What do you want? I'm trying to study. It's us, your old friends.
Oh, that's the picture from the cover. And the background
That's
just falls
Moondancer,
apart.
all right. She always did like her books. Hey, kind of like you used to be, huh? Exactly.
Oh, was that who that was? Well, she sure has changed. Her mane has changed. Yeah, I think that's her. Oh, cool.
Come on, Twilight. We've been watching her for 3 days. Library house. Library house. That's it.
No
3
one
days
looks at her or
straight?
says hello or even gives her a smile. It's like she doesn't even exist. Was she always like this?
That's actually
Was she
pretty
always
clever
a
right
little
there,
shy?
hooking your
For
glasses
a while
on your
there,
horn.
She was really starting
It's
to come
actually
out of her
pretty clever.
shell. Remember when she threw that party? Oh, right.
Oh.
I think you might have been busy that day.
I love that face.
There you are, Twilight.
Oh, this is a
Moondancer
flashback
is
from the
having a
very
little
beginning of the
get-together in
show.
West Castle Courtyard. You want to come?
Oh, sorry, girls. I got a lot of studying to catch up on.
I remember this part. Oh, the sweet memories. Oh, the memories.
Thought she might finally be
The
letting her
memories.
guard down a little with that party. We invited her out a few times after that, but she was always too busy studying. So eventually, we just stopped asking.
Like
I had
Twilight.
no idea that party was so important to her. I've got to find a way to make it up to her.
Well, that place looks pretty cool.
Oh my gosh! Moondancer? Is that... Shh!
Yeah, it's a library, Twilight. Shut up.
Moondancer, can I talk to you for a minute? What is this? A bubble of silence. I haven't seen you in a while, and I thought it might be nice to catch up.
A
what
bubble of
purpose?
silence. I like that.
You know, 'cause we're friends. Shh. I'm really sorry to bother you. I was just hoping we could go outside and talk for a bit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm sorry I skipped your party.
What? How does she even do that?
Why won't you leave me alone? I'm trying to study.
How does she do
Oh,
that?
Tony, I don't have parties.
You did once, and I was so caught up in my own
How
studying
did
that I
she
didn't take
do
your feelings
that?
into account.
Look, Twilight.
And that's a nice
Twinkle,
drawing, by the
sparkle,
way.
Whatever. I just need to be alone so I can study without some crazy pony trying to make friends. All right?
Fine.
Wait. How did you get into my book like that?
Exactly.
I've been studying.
Exactly.
and
How did she get into
I
the
can only
book?
do it for a few minutes, but you'd be amazed how much you can pick up when you're actually in a book.
That's one of Haycart's methods. You know Haycart? Of course. He's a genius.
I have a copy of his treatise on ponies, you know.
What is this place?
This is where I used to live. You mean I never had you over?
A first edition of Principles of Magic. Hey, didn't I give this to you?
Maybe.
I did. Look, I even wrote something. To my friend Twilight Sparkle. Thanks for introducing me to the classics. I can see by the fact that you left it here that it meant a lot to you.
Look, I didn't bring you over here for even more poignant reminders of what a bad friend I was. I brought you here to give you this. You can come here whenever you want and study to your heart's content.
Really?
But first, you've got to do something for me.
What?
Have dinner with our old friends tonight.
I can't. I'm reorganizing my biology schools.
I've been spending a lot of time with Minuet, Twinkleshine, and Lemonheart since I've been back. They really miss you.
Look, I already told you. The last thing I need is a bunch of ridiculous friend-making keeping me from studying.
Moondancer, wait! A wise pony once taught me that there's more to life than dusty old books.
I tried friendship, and it's just not for me. Now, if you'll excuse me.
What if I taught you Haycart's method? So, what are you studying these days?
Science, magic, history, economics, pottery, things like that.
Yowza! You planning on being a professor?
That's a nice
or something?
restaurant. I like
No.
those chairs.
So you're just studying?
Can I go now?
Moondancer, please. It's all right, Twilight. We're having a good time. Right, every pony? So, Spike, tell Moondancer that story about how Twilight had to read a book about doing the sleepover.
Slumber 101? I've read that.
Oh, really? Well, did you know Lemonheart's here works at the Canterlot Palace?
Yeah.
true. I do the big events mostly. State dinners, that sort of thing.
Oh.
Moondancer, you've got to give friendship a chance.
Ugh. I gave friendship a chance a long time ago. It didn't work out then. It isn't gonna work out now.
Twilight, are you all right?
No, I'm not.
Well, where are you going?
I don't know, Spike. I really messed this one up. That party was everything to her. I can only imagine what it must have felt like when I didn't show up.
Yeah.
Hey, Moondancer!
Oh,
Look at
flashback.
this spread, huh? Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course.
where her
We
that's
wouldn't
how her
miss one of
hair
our
used to
best
look.
friends' parties.
She used to look just like Twilight,
Is
only
Twilight
different
coming?
color. No.
Oh, okay. Hey, we'll still have fun, right? Sure.
Oh.
If there was only a way to undo the damage. I know what I need to do, and I know just who can help me.
Somehow I imagine this isn't gonna be good.
Huh. Guess they must have gone back to Ponyville. Huh?
Oh no! Pinky's gonna help? Oh yeah, since she's a party pony, but she's still trouble.
We gotta go flying more often.
How is she doing that?
Towel and headed home.
That's a Tails reference from
But not to
Sonic.
throw in the
That's a
towel.
Tails
I went to
reference.
get my secret weapon. Minuet?
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love this episode.
Twilight, you didn't say Minuet would be here. You two know each other? Oh, sure. She was one of Cadence's bridesmaids. We hang out all the time when she's in Ponyville. Didn't you know that? Huh. And you call yourself the Princess of Friendship. Twilight briefed me on the way here. We'll need 15 bags of confetti and as many hugs as we can get.
Let's go. We can pass by the donut place on the way.
And what are we gonna do?
Just come with me.
Ooh, a brief history of the wagon harness. The life and times of Marari the Maneless.
That's what I thought. A trail of books that she likes. That reminds me of that part in Monsters Inc. where Mike leaves like a
What is
trail of
this?
Cheerios for
It's a
food.
party. For you. Come on in.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't do parties.
Oh no.
I know. And I think it's my fault. Back when we were in school together, you invited me to a party. I was so focused on my studies that I didn't show up.
Big deal.
It was a big deal. And now that I realize how important friendship is, I'd like to make up for my mistake with a new party. A party in honor of my friend Moondancer. Please, you've got to let me make this up to you.
And you think this is gonna do it, huh?
Yes?
Well, sure. Why wouldn't it? That was only the first time I ever put myself out there, and then you didn't even bother to show up. Then you left town without saying goodbye, even though we were supposed to be friends. I was humiliated. I felt like I wasn't important. I never wanted to let myself be hurt like that again. Those three finally convinced me that I had value, that other ponies might like me and want to be my friends, and you didn't show up!
No, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
You're right. This party party can't make up for the way I hurt you. But please, don't let my mistake be the reason you can't be friends with any pony else.
We were your friends then, and we'd be honored to be your friends now.
What? That's the librarian, the bookseller, my sister.
You've got a lot of friends, Moondancer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Moondancer. I've faced magical creatures, the end of Equestria, all sorts of things. But seeing how my actions affected you, that was one of the worst feelings I've ever had.
Thank you, Twilight. I never realized how much I needed to hear that. Now, come on, every pony, let's party! Right? Right!
Oh yeah, the party cannon. Wait a minute. I think I saw that picture somewhere. They're playing Pin the Tail on Princess Celestia.
Moondancer. Thank you for helping me make some new friends, even if they are my old friends.
Oh, we'll come back and visit soon.
That would be great. You still gotta teach me that hey cart technique.
Deal.
Moondancer, it got kind of banged up, but here's a little something I wanted to give you back at your first party.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That was actually very interesting and both very funny. Hello, Hasbro. Shut up. Wait, what was that? Okay. Alright, review time. So, yeah, this episode was actually both pretty funny and more background characters got their own lines. Minuet and Twinkle-Shine and I think it was Lemon something, I don't know, but it was nice to see that more background ponies got their own lines, just like a lot of background ponies got their own lines in Slice of Life. And yeah, that's what kind of made me think that this is a little bit of a fan service episode as well. But what really made this episode good is that Twilight returned to her old house, which we saw in the very first episode of the entire show, and met her old friends. And seeing how her old home was like after a lot of years, it was like a lot of memories. Like when we saw like her library after it got destroyed during the fight between Twilight and Tirek. So yeah, this is like one of those like special episodes that brings back memories from like older episodes. And little did we know that Twilight was gonna head to Canterlot and get memories from when she used to live there in Canterlot, and we get to see that cute flashback of her in class when she was a filly, and seeing how, yeah, sorry about that, yeah, just seeing her with all the friends she used to have, that was just a cute little flashback, and seeing the memory of what happened in the very first moment of the entire show, that was actually pretty cool to see, and the lesson of this episode is actually pretty good, like, it's just amazing how sometimes our actions can really affect other people's feelings, even when we don't think about it. Like, even after a long time we think gotten over it, like they've cheered up or something, but sometimes people don't get over it, and they take it like really deeply, and they're really sad. So yeah, this episode really teaches the lesson of like sometimes our actions can really affect our friends' feelings, and sometimes it can be really hard to apologize or make it up to them. So yeah, the story of this episode was actually very well written, and I just really love all the funny references in this episode, like that where Pinky's tail was like spinning in the air to make her a helicopter. I can clearly tell that's a Tails reference from Sonic, because I know Tails does that little thing with his tail. That's what made it so funny. And yeah, just everything about this episode was both a good lesson and very well written. And just seeing Minuet, Twinkle Shine, and Lemon something get their own lines was just a really cool thing to see. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this episode. It was really good, well written, and a lot of funny references. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you like the content on this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, I'll be reacting to the next new episode as soon as it comes out. And I'll probably be doing that game review I mentioned earlier, but depends on what happens. So, until then, I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Bro hoof to all, and I'll see you next time.